Howdy everybody, I am Kolak, and this is Heroes of the Storm. So, today we're going to be taking a look at Zagara, a range specialist. Now, in my opinion, Zagara is what I would affectionately call a laner, okay? She has got great laning skills. She's not so great in a hero fight, but she can clear... No, she's probably not the best laner, but she's really good. She's going to do a lot of siege damage. But our goal is basically to find a lane that has only like one hero and stuff like this. And when it's time for them to do the guardians and things like this, we're going to try and push their lane. Right? They've all left the defenses, and we can easily take down their fort, which is even better than actually summoning the guardian. So they have to be very careful of this, and they usually are not. Okay? Yes, that sometimes means we're going to lose the guardian because it's going to be possibly a 5-on-4 fight. But we're going to push and destroy their fort, which I think is an equal trade. And sometimes we'll even win the Punisher fight because, well, quite frankly, you know, they're just not going to be that great. In addition, they have a Zagara also, and so that is cool. So that means that they have a laner too, and it's not going to be too effective. In a big stand-up fight, you're just not too effective. Your guys have to be pinpoint accurate on where you're throwing them. They don't do a lot of burst damage like other people are capable of. You just have a lot of minions and stuff that you can call down. A lot. Like a lot. Alright? So you're going to need to take advantage of that. Now, if you notice, I didn't take a little mouse pad, and I mean, not a mouse pad, but a post-it note and make a list here of her talents first. Probably should have, but I didn't. So, now, again, Zagara is a hero that kind of wants to stay in the back. She doesn't want to get too involved in fighting a hero one-on-one. She's not going to win most one-on-one fights. However, having said that, you unload a bunch of banelings into a hero and you have a long distance range from it. You could do a lot of damage to a hero really fast. Especially if they don't dodge, because, well, they just aren't that good. So, kind of like this. Anyway, so
the conquest begins.
We're going to go ahead and we're going to do infested drop right now. And we're going to go for the south lane here.
The battle begins in 10 seconds.
Now, let's go with the village. We have the Baneling Barrage, which is like a rolling bomb that you're firing. And this bomb, when it hits something, will explode for an AoE damage. We can stack up to 4 charges at the moment. Hunter Killer is someone's little Hydralist to go ahead and start shooting a ranged unit.
We move.
Okay. And finally, we have an infested drop. Alright? Now, the most important part is we have a Creep Tumor. She gains additional attack range, minions and stuff move faster, and gives her vision. It is an awesome thing. You want to spread creep like no one's business. Okay.
The conquest begins.
And of course, if we can zone out there just the air, it's even better. So they got we've managed to choose the lane with their opposing Zagara. And to other heroes, this is not good for us.
shrine, slay its guardians. The Punisher will serve the burning hells. Choose a talent.
Nothing can
So we're now our
stop me
basic
now.
taxes. As you can tell, we can quickly take out a fort. And the tower. There's plenty of guys. Thankfully, we haven't even taken any damage for what we did.
As you say.
And their fort's already half dead. I am running low on mana now. You get the healing bug from a mana. So we managed to destroy a fort, and we're going to retreat now, because I need mana. So I want to be able to get the quest for infested drops. Get that mana back up. Pretty nice push there for us. And we'll see what we can do to help out the team. Now that is actually a really great push. So we earned several levels basically by ourselves.
Punisher comes for us!
So, as you can tell, we didn't even kill our fort, and we managed to kill there. So, that's awesome. And then we save ours, we managed to kill theirs. So, awesome.
Shall survive.
Valiant strike. Choose a talent.
Without question.
So we got another new talent again, and we're going to go for Devouring
Nothing can stop
Maw.
me now.
That'll let us get some more defense against heroes, essentially. As you can tell, we do a massive amount of damage. It's really fast. And the opposing friendly hero team here.
Punisher heroes and tear our foes apart!
Alright, so I kind of need to herp out and go heal. Now, you still regen a little bit more after you leave, so you don't have to stay up there the whole time to get your full regen going, but I would make sure that you get most of it at least before you leave. You don't want to end up, going in the fight 90%. You don't have to.
Double kill. Yes, you have bound a frozen Punisher to our service!
Charge all again with the structure. Oh, we've got the heroes group up. Bane on it can be amazing. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and armor on creep, which I love, versus the other options. So this is the advantage where you're going to push with this guy loading on. Just do, so we can run him over to and now we're able to mount and get away. Alright, so I'm going to go back over here and then I'm going to hurt out successfully to heal up. Now we managed to push their force back pretty good. We're up in levels. Doing good siege damage. I'm going to go ahead and try and push in the north lane. Looks like we're trying to get a bruiser camp here. Yep.
We triumph.
So we'll go ahead and move up here, see what this hero is doing. If you can tell, our creeps are still around. They last forever. Kind of overextended there a little bit, but it was fun. We still got a good level lead.
Shrine quickly! The Punisher awaits!
Unfortunately, we probably shouldn't have done that. As I said, you can get a little carried away. Me too. Not the best player in the world for sure.
Use a talent.
But we can go ahead, and I want to have a reduce the cooldown or empowered against heroes. I kind of like the empowered, but the cooldown is pretty good too, and so is making them mutilate. Ooh, and they last forever. Instead of 8 seconds, so that's 45. Let's go with mutilate. That's just such a huge sustained damage boost there. Yeah, I'm gonna go with mutilates. 45 seconds versus 8. Like, that's just retarded.
Enemy slain. Double kill. We have summoned a mortal Punisher. A valiant strike.
So, alright, the creature's still up here. Awesome.
Enemy slain. Well fought. Killing spree.
Alright, so we're gonna back away again.
A valiant strike.
Set up and execute.
I must
Alright,
retreat.
Earth out. Get my heals back.
Agreed.
Get all my mana back. Alright. Look, we're kind of setting up the final push here, guys. Now, I hope you can see from this gameplay kind of what Zagara's about. She is a lane pusher. That's her goal. And in a stand-up fight, she doesn't bring a lot of DPS, but you can use this Devouring Maw when your opponent's got a lot of heroes clusters together to take out half the heroes in the fight or something. Really awesome if you can pull that off.
Enemy slain.
Wow.
I must retreat.
But yeah, they can sandwich you pretty good too, as you can tell right there. Fortunately, they were already kind of low health when they tried to ambush me, and that did not succeed. But I had to go back and heal, which did zone me out from fighting with my team. So they got an opposing land.
A shrine gathers power. You will take it for me.
And we got a shrine coming up, so we're going to go ahead and just start planting creep all around this shrine.
A valiant strike. Double kill. You know what to do. Slay the gods. Unleash the Punisher. Go now!
That'll show him.
Mayhem.
Talent, and we're going to face the attack change. It's just amazing! Because allows you to quickly
You
clean
summon
it up
the
without learning
frozen
a whole lot of
Punisher.
Got a little creep highway going on there. I got the Zagara. How do you tell how much there's score here? Victory. Alright.
Victory.
Well, that's pretty much Zagara, as you can tell. Her job, again, stay in the back, have a bunch of fun, smash a bunch of monsters, a bunch of structures. She's kind of more of a PvE hero in that regard versus a PvP hero. Okay. But yeah. So I got Siege Master. I did 45% for the 46% of team structure damage. I'll vote for myself. I always like voting for myself. Okay, but Leoric is pretty good. I've played him a little bit, not too much. Alright, so let's go ahead and make a little cheat sheet for Zagara. If you kind of liked my Zagara there, I'll go over my picks. So, you can have a little concern. I had 21 takedowns during the match. 21 with the other person averaged 12.8. So I'm not gonna say it's all on me, okay? But Zagara is definitely a hero that, you know, if you're around the enemy, you can do a lot of damage. You just can't take any. But you need minions and stuff around you. If they got a bunch of AoE guys, which actually do real AoE, you have issues. Like Leoric from them can cause you some issues. Anyway, let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and go over my talents. So the first one, it's really a choice here. Mainly damage and range and non-hero damage. This is really cool against structures, and if you're going to play a structure fight game, this is awesome. I can't really say too much else about it. It's really awesome. However, Corpse Feeders also makes your Rochlings more tanky, which is also good against structures, and reduces their drop. I'm not sure mathematically which one's actually going to be more effective. The fact is that the Baneling damage is pretty good at clearing the raid. You know, it's the Baneling thing is not going to do anything against heroes, but the Corpse Feeders, the reduced drop is still good against heroes. If you're in a match where you're on one lane and no one's opposing you, which rarely ever happens and shouldn't happen, and a volatile acid is ridiculous because you can just do tons of extra damage, and Corpse Feeders is pretty good, but still. Corpse Feeders, I think it shows a little bit of an edge though when the other opposing heroes show up, because not only do the Rochlings take less damage, well, okay, you don't take less damage from non-heroic sources, but they have a shorter cooldown, so you can throw more of them out. It does mean that you're spending more mana though, okay? So there is that. Either one of these two is a great pick. Now, Infest increases nearby allied ranged minions damage. This is pretty nice. However, the problem is that your minions die off really easily. And so this is a nice passive bonus that stacks up, but you're never quite sure how amazing it is. It's not a burst. You have to have your minions near you. You basically become more chained to the minions around that are spit out by your keeps, just to have this active. So if you want to, hanging out with the minions at all times, your minions at all times, this is pretty good. But if you're doing one that has involved very important quests, this one's probably not so good. And most of the maps have very important quests. Alright, so next one, we can empower the next basic attack. Basic attack hits 3 extra targets, or each basic attack against a hero increases the damage by 0.3. Now, we're primarily a laner, so this one kind of goes against what we usually going to do, but it's It's not bad. I mean, come on, increasing her basic attack damage every time she hits a hero. That seems pretty cool. I like this. It chains to 3 nearby targets, makes you a much more effective laner on killing things off. This, I think, is a better anti-hero ability. Unfortunately, it's an activate. So, generally speaking, as a newbie, we want to try and stay away from activate abilities. But still, this is a very powerful burst damage. Even though it takes 5 seconds to do its full damage, it's still a burst damage kind of ability. So this is the better laner ability. This is the better sniping. If you're just going to get in a few shots against heroes, back away kind of deal. You trade little blows, play defensively. This is really good too. And this is the ability for smacking opposing heroes. Alright. Banelane slowing enemies is pretty cool in a PvP engagement, but not so much for laning. Bile drop increases the damage of the drop itself, not the roachlings, but the drop. And each hero increases the damage. Okay, so this is a little bit of a bonus to your actual drop onto like structures and stuff, which is cool. I chose this because, to be honest, I'm not too impressed by this either. The number of additional charges of banelings. It's really nice when you're just going to go into a fight and you're just going to pick a lane and slam and do it at the very start, but it doesn't increase your recharge rate. It just increases the number of banelings that you have. Okay. Banelane slowing enemies. This can be useful for Zagara trying to get away, but most of them have some sort of speed up ability for assassins, and so meh. It can reasonably work, but it's never amazing. I actually may prefer Banelane Massacre over Bile Drop. It's just, yeah, it's okay. Alright. I know, the Byron Maw versus Nice Net. When I always go for starting off with hero, let's go for the least complicated ability. Movement abilities to generate, move you quickly from area to area is one of the more complicated abilities. I know when to use them. Obviously, this is only even better if you're separated out. I mean, you have to have, separate out so that you can actually use them. Devouring Maw in a big fight, take 1 or 2 of their heroes out of the fight for 4 seconds. It's ridiculous. None of that. It's effectively a stun if they're trying to, then your guys can surround them and blow the crap out of them in one big go. It is awesome. Not as good as, say, like, pure just straight out stun or kill them, but for your guy, it's awesome. Plus, it's a runaway ability. Guy tries to get on you and you're getting low, you can devour and maul him, and 4 seconds is a ton of time to try and run away. Okay, so Hunter Killer. It only heals you if it's doing damage to a hero. I really do like the armor on creep. Armor reduces basic attack damage, and the basic attacks actually do quite a bit. Alright, so all that means you do is stay on the creep, which you should be doing anyway, and you take 20% less basic damage. That's pretty nice. You can get Spell Shield instead. Again, it's the kind of ability that you turn on and off. I don't want to get into those more complicated ones at the moment. It's pretty nice. It's probably better than protective coating if you're good enough to be able to activate it on time. And if you're starting out, you're not going to be good enough. So that's why we're not doing it. Okay, so next, level 16, we either have Hunter Killer, there's cooldown. That's pretty impressive. The cooldown on it is 14 seconds. We'll reduce it to 8. Do like that. Use against heroes do additional 2% of their maximum health damage. This is pretty good if they got a lot of high health tank guys, because then each shot, can rapidly start chewing through them. But 45 seconds on a Mutalisk. Wow. Hunter Killer lasts 8. And wow. Yeah, that's just awesome. I really like 45 seconds versus 8, but you know, it probably does less damage per second too, and the hunter killer, just as an FYI. So definitely, if it's a more sustained fight, Needless is pretty awesome. If you're going for a short fight, then corrosive saliva is better. And if you need to summon a lot of hunter killers because it's a big raging engagement, then Broad's Mage is good. As you can tell, some of these decisions are based on opposing heroes, how the map's going, things like this. And you know, I'm not going to all the qualifications because I don't know them all. You know, what should go what. All right, so these last ones, Endless Creep. This is ridiculous. Okay, I'm just saying, if you like creep, just make the whole map creep. I mean, literally, the whole map. The cast range increased by 2,000%. I mean, really, you could probably spawn creep like across the map. I haven't even tried, but this just seems stupid. They last 600 seconds. They last 10 minutes unless killed. Holy crap! All right, and she gains an additional 10% move speed while on creep, so allows her to run away or move forward. Plus, you got a vision, right? So your whole team starts getting vision of the entire map at once. That is also amazing. This is a really amazing ability. Devouring Maw, takedown reduction. This is pretty cool. I don't really give a crap about its damage output. Damage output is nothing amazing to write home about. But the fact that it gives 25-second cooldown reduction if you succeed on a takedown, very nice. However, if you're going to be a laner, then Fury of the Storm, and you're not going to be like mobile. This would be great for like the Nias Network guy who likes to do this kind of thing. But Fury of the Storm, you start chaining damage to nearby minions, you just clean them all up. You don't have to use your Banelings. It allows you to press a lot more effectively. It's pretty impressive. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little presentation on Zagara. It gives you an idea of what you can do with her and how you can play her, what she's good at. Anyway, this is Cole signing out.